Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed.
Stupid fool. You're making me depressed!
So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said, didn't he? He said that this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we're being tricked every step of the way. There's no way I believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. We can really go home after we deal with this class trial.
That's right.
I'll definitely find out the killers, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll beat you up!
Damn right, stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there is a possibility, you must face it, in order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight!
Huh?
What's her deal?
I... oh my god.
Careful.
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
You.
What can you tell by looking at those button eyes?
Ah.
Anyway, make sure to turn off Mini Mario. It'll be annoying if he starts talking during the trial.
Oh, fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying. I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
Yep.
Oh, crap. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
What? I got the song stuck in my head.
I can tell you're over there dancing.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, huh? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. Last class trial, gang.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagato. There's no way this is gonna go so smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But if he was gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight.
Ding.
And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well now.
Well then, Now that Chatterback's Nagato is gone, there's only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough. Just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show us some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise.
Oof.
Nagato Kamiyeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. Came across as very sociable. But his true nature had such a demented thought process that nothing like his outward appearance. He said that he believed in hope, but more than anything else, he said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there's also times he saved us, too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagato. The killer who murdered Nagato. In order to return from despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Malcolm says it's really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial glowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun.
Here we go.
Alright? Alright, before we start this, I'm gonna fucking read over all my shit, because it's been a good minute, so I'll be back in a second.
I am ready.
Alright. Time to start the class fucking trial.
I'm so excited.
All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
She's actually not tied up for once.
Chesto!
And she's getting the shit kicked out of her.
She's pissed.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one?
Order.
This will be my final blow!
Alright, can we just like...
It's useless.
She's pissed.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagato is here, right? And then the same person? Or... I don't know. Make your arguments. So what's our first set? Select the truth runs. Torture rooms. Oh my god, they're so fucking. Oh god. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? Oh god, this is gonna be hell.
Oh yeah, this last class trial will kill you. I don't even
Killer
remember.
didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured
Was there blood
Nagito.
under his mouth?
So that's why he was so
I mean, under the
beat
duct
up.
tape?
I do not
What?
believe so. No, there was not.
Why would they duct tape his mouth shut if they wanted to torture him? Like if they wanted to get information from him. I don't know the answer. I haven't played this in so long.
God, I guess we'll do duct tape then.
Definitely
If
the
it's
bomb's
wrong,
hiding
I
place.
don't know.
I have no fucking clue. This
I
one's
have no
Is
idea.
whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
I haven't played this game in like years. I honestly don't remember.
Killer didn't tape. I'm telling you, they were.
The reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Okay. You're right.
That's wrong.
I would never fucking got that because I feel like I'm right.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Already.
Oh god, this class trial.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid.
Here we go.
True. Oh fuck me, there's so many. Alright.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down!
Alright.
But if you
I
tape
actually
his
feel like I
mouth
think I
shut,
know what this one might be.
how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
Bomb's location.
damn it!
I forgot you can't
Like you
cut those
said,
ones.
If Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down!
I have to do this shit again.
But if you tape his mouth shut,
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I feel like it'll be still duct tape just because of.
You gotta hear what the orange words say first.
Yeah.
how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
No, that. Well, no. Oh, what?
Crap!
That should work because there's
Pay
not
attention.
blood
This is
on the
how
thing,
it went
which means
down.
he would.
First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location.
The bomb's location might be
Then,
it too, though,
after they
because
killed
didn't
him,
you say that only Sonia and
They
Monami knew
duct
about
taped
it?
his mouth shut.
What do you mean?
Like one of the, but that would be Sonia's account. You don't have that on there, do
Yeah,
you?
but she didn't know where the bombs were. She knew the bombs were fake.
Oh, that's right.
So there's nothing about where the bombs.
Okay, they duct tape his
Whew,
mouth shut.
that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
I mean, his thinking's solid, but
Yes, but I feel like duct tape should.
Pay attention. This is how it went
I'm
down.
gonna let it hit me a bit, just so I can.
First, the killer tortured Nagito and
Alright,
got
let's try-
information about
let's
the
try
bomb's
torture rooms.
location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
No.
No?
What the fuck?
Crap! Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
They
duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was
No.
close,
Wait.
you
What?
guys.
But wait.
Thanks
The
to
only
me,
thing-
you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
I'm gonna take a look at each one I have. The only other thing I can think of maybe is the Monokuma file, because he died. Where does it say? Yeah, at noon sharp, which is when we found the bombs, I believe. Which means everyone. He would have been dead.
This one's a toughie.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so the orange words are bomb's location, after they killed him, and something about the duct tape.
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's
So we
location.
know that one.
Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
I'm gonna try torture wounds on after he died.
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, pay
And the only other
attention.
one
This is how it went
Let's
down.
try duct tape on before
First,
after
the
he
killer
killed him.
tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's
Yeah,
location.
it's gonna have to be that.
Then, after they killed him,
Allow me to
Finally!
complete those
Oh my
words.
god.
That one could have coincided with both of them.
I know.
No. There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
That one was fucking stupid.
Because underneath the duct
did you
tape
say?
was clear.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at,
Yeah.
but both of it could have fit with both of them.
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However,
I like his smug
if they
look.
wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Which honestly
Then,
could probably
are you
be anyone
saying
here.
the killer was trying to make him suffer?
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody here hates him, so.
It's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
You can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse. Yeah, and right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back. Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this. Some kind of setup?
I thought we
What?
already talked about this before we started this fucking
I-
trial.
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Simp.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks.
Roger, could you
That
please hit him?
okay, Miss Sonia?
She doesn't love you. She loves
Damn
Gundam.
right it is.
Oh. Yeah,
I
Sonia.
think my favorite line in verse is like when she just starts cussing up a storm. Damn bitch, son of a goddamn big fucker, son of a bitch.
Here we go.
Make your arguments. Torture wounds, burnt rope, yada 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 yada. Okay, everything apparently.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
That's
The killer
actually,
used
yeah.
some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter. Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Nope.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
I agree with that.
I was just waiting for it. Like, I know
Yeah.
where this is going. Do I need to
I also
agree with someone
that
or?
opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
But
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse
I don't
door,
think that thing has enough.
the first panel toppled into the second.
I don't think that's enough pressure to light a lighter though. That's my big thing. So those things are kind of difficult to light.
yeah, that's true.
And that's also relying that a single flick would turn it on.
And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
Music.
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The domino effect. The MP3 player.
Yeah, because it was playing music, wasn't it?
I see!
I see.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the used to the bright sunlight outside. And that darkness allowed a hymn blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nitro like listening to this depressing crap?
No, I'm not talking about the music.
As if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine. I'll open it slowly.
No, that's not the problem.
Seriously, it'll be fine.
With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warning. Oh, motherfucker. Anyway.
Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay?
Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force.
What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open.
Bam!
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel. And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
How heavy are those fucking panels? They look like cardboard.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least,
Big yawn.
that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
That was the only entrance to the warehouse. It's the problem she has to talk about.
I see.
I see.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder,
Hajime? What do you mean?
the person who set the domino effect inside the warehouse, only one person could have done that.
Select someone.
Well, that was quick. It was obviously Furihiko.
He was so small he could fit inside the doorway.
Actually, no, fuck it, was Buki.
No, what? That... Actually,
This
it
is
was.
my answer.
Oh, that's not what they say in the first game. So
What
it
if-
was you.
It was Nagito.
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
It's fucking crazy, that's why I brought him up.
He
It's
wasn't
always his
just
fault.
the victim.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim. What does that mean?
Suicide.
Be careful.
I hit myself a little too
He
hard
was
there.
the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too.
Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
That's gotta fucking hurt if it was.
Yeah.
Imagine stabbing yourself over and
Nagito
over again.
might do something like
Like,
that.
and deep
Don't you
stab
think?
wounds, too.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
I love that. Oh, Furihiko just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I was right.
As
You're
long
like
as
so
it was-
unsure that he was right.
Yeah.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something.
Make your argument.
Torture wounds, burn rope. Oh, motherfucker. Once again, just fucking everything, apparently. Burn rope.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How
That
about
might
if you
be the
use
one.
your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I love Akane.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
I think you were right with the burn
That's
Yeah, that's what I
obviously
think, man, too.
impossible.
Because
Tying
he
just
could
the
have
leg,
tied
tying
himself
both
up and
arms,
then
you couldn't
the
do much
burned
with-
rope.
It'd be impossible if you were
just-
by your...
How about if you use your teeth?
Okay, so I think
or
it's-
if you use your front tail?
Don't.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty
Oh,
joke?
you don't know how bad. Alright, so I think it's gonna be
To
do
actually
it by
tie up,
himself.
that's obvious.
Tying just the leg, tying both arms would be.
You couldn't do much with the...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Yeah, no, because it won't make sense by yourself. Because he is right.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
There you go.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
I was thinking about that one, but I'm like, there's only two that would fit with.
Yes.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Here it is.
Yeah.
I see.
His sleeve wasn't burnt.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Akane, please.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Sonia, please.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
God.
Isn't that a 20?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There
I like
should
to
be a way.
imagine that during that, those two talking, Akane just walked over and handed him the 20.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh, damn.
A way to stab yourself in the right hand using your own right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this.
Oh, there's new ones.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way? Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what? If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand can even reach his right hand.
Nagito could use his left pocket.
Even if Nagito's right hand was, how could he stab his?
If he threw the knife into
Maybe
and let
it's
the knife,
fleshy.
could he stab his hand that way? Is he a throwing knife? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
And I fucking wait. There you go.
There we go.
There we go!
Because the Monokuma plushie had a knife-sized hole in it.
The
That was
life-size
way bigger than a
Monokuma
knife,
plushie.
but
He
that's
must have
it
used
really
that
makes
to prop
sense.
the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted
a
the
pretty
knife
big hole.
handle into that hole to prop it up. Then if that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
That thing's nowhere near him, but okay.
So the blood on the plushie
Couldn't
came from
throw it
Nagito
away.
after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
That's fair.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his
I have a
right
theory.
hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand. There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Sonia, please.
Kazuichi, please.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Kazuichi, please.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and
Please.
thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Where? What are you?
Bastard, you better cut it out.
Oh god.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself
Fucking
with a spear.
Kazuichi.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
Yes.
But
Except
no matter what
it's
I
not.
think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
But it's happened
You
thousands
say
of
you can't
times.
believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right?
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
She is fed up.
If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monomi's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
God, you simp.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up until now by doing that. Then even now.
All right, let's do this.
You make your
I
argument.
think I already know what the answer for this one's gonna be. Maybe not. Never mind. Fuck.
I know the answer for this one.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's
Gotcha,
wrong.
bitch. That was easy.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
When gripping.
I see.
I see.
But what was he
When the
gripping?
blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
Can
That's
we
why
like
there's such
not?
a strange looking
What?
bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Akane, please.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
She's grabbing
Now
a
that
spear.
you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. What's the problem?
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section of the spear?
I see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
Correcto.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, well, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So it was just before that. That's it. Could it be the state of the spear? The fact that Nagito was, oh yeah. Put those together and think about it. I should be able to figure it out.
Logic dive?
Where the spear was in the state before it stabbed Nagito. Probably.
Or Hangman's Gambit?
Logic
No,
dive, thank
logic
fuck.
dive.
Boop. Boop. Alright, let's get this fucking over with. I'm playing Run all over again like it's 8th grade. Like out of nowhere. Fuck off. No. Jump. Question 1. Where was the spear? But not good. I think this one just takes way too fucking long.
What, logic dive?
Yeah. Like, it's nice and all, but like, fuck, does it take forever? Okay, listen here, you whore. Question 2. Besides spear, what else was above Nagito? I don't understand the point of using a logic die for this one, but it's whatever. Fuck off. I predict your movement before you even have time to let that do it. Oh, listen here. Okay. Yeet! Yeet! Question 3. What item was kind of... It's pretty cool.
It's all coming together.
Is it coming together though?
It is.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP? That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
That just looks painful.
Yes, yes it does.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over, why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
He's one crazy motherfucker.
That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right? Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Because he's the ultimate crazy
He
bastard.
was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. Stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatened us even after he's dead. That's a form of his malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. It tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
Yeah.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion.
This is gonna be one where we know the conclusion, but we still have so much to talk about.
Right.
Bastard Nagito committed suicide.
Well, we don't know
It was all
everything.
done by him, so we'd be
Or
executed.
you don't know everything.
Okay, listen here.
That should be okay, right?
Okay. I already know.
Do you?
I do. I played this trial like 5 different
You're not
times.
satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, motherfucker. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? It's because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
Shut the fuck up.
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
No, what are you
You're
thinking
right.
about?
It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
But what were you thinking about so we could talk about it?
It's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more.
3
I can't
hours
help
later.
but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense. And it plus,
I had to stand.
it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He could
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that couldn't even be that he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought
Oh
we were
shit,
finally
I know what they're
finished.
talking about.
Oh God. Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence he couldn't have messed with.
I forgot.
What? What? What?
I'm not helping you this time.
What? Huh? Huh?
So if it's related to his deaths, should we look at the Monokuma file?
Maybe it's the time of death? Fuck it.
I see.
What the fuck?
is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The victim's Nagito Kamoeda body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. At some time of death, it was believed to be noon sharp. Only there's spear stabbed in his stomach. There are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, the laceration on his left arm and impaled through the right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma Shiaki's worried about is... What is it? What's in the Monokuma file?
Hangman's Gambit.
Oh, motherfucker, I hate these. Oh, what the fuck?
You want me to help you with this one?
Maybe.
C. A.
Did not mean to get rid of the A. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. So... Can I have another A, please?
U.
Cause of death?
S.
Get the fuck out of my way. All of you. This is unneeded. This is... Okay, so cause of death.
Man, this game really hates you, doesn't it?
What the fuck?
Well, there's your A.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
T.
Yeah, I know how to spell death. I might be stupid. I'm not this stupid.
There's your teeth.
Yeah, there are. The fucking... The game has...
You better hurry, you're about to die.
I can't...
There.
That's so stupid. That is unneedingly stupid. Fuck that.
What, Hangman's Gambit?
Fuck Hangman's
This is
Gambit.
Monokuma file. There's no specific cause of death.
Not only there's serious stab in the stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on the arm and through the right hand.
He didn't specify that's how he died.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always
He used the
specified the cause
fucking
of death.
poison.
But the cause of death is
That motherfucker.
obvious.
He's a
Is
motherfucking
it not?
You motherfucker.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
But was it?
Maybe
Maybe
it's
the
not
reason he dropped
included
it,
if
he
it's
was
not
dead by
important
then.
enough to write about.
It's important. That's why it's not in the fucking file.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a
No, it
suicide?
was a suicide, but he
You
didn't die.
guys were the ones
But
who
was
said
it?
it was a suicide in the first place.
Huh?
But was it?
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking
This
up for
motherfucking
him?
trial is gonna be the death of me.
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Laughs and
Bad
knowing
sense?
answers.
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice.
It's a pretty
I
damn
see.
smart plan,
I
actually.
guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
Oh, good, we're not in. I haven't fucking gone
You
through
are
the
right.
summary yet.
We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
Tsundere.
I
This
mean,
is
it makes
friggin'
sense.
annoying.
It
Shut
makes,
up.
It makes sense though. Like, there's still evidence you haven't used.
If you guys say
Yeah.
you're doing it, there's no
But
way
also,
I'm gonna
fuck.
back out.
Hey, Monokuma.
I forgot about
you heard
this.
us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now.
Someone throw
That's
something at her.
Right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
All your hopes are united. No despair can shake you, huh? And the thing about it, I gotta say the same thing. The absolute hope can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. Probably overthinking.
Is this the halfway point?
Yep.
Trial suspended.
Only for it to
Ooh.
come right back after Monokuma and Monami.
Dun, dun, dun.
No,
Dun,
no.
dun, dun, dun. I know I said, like, I know how this ends and everything, but, like, I honestly forgot about some of this stuff.
I could tell because as soon as you realized it was like, oh shit, there's still left to the trial.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway,
I don't give a shit.
I will fight the only...
Fuck off. Let's just get back into the
So if
trial.
we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand. But
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
He couldn't have been bled out because he stabbed his thighs and there's some arteries there.
If you think the cuts on his
Well, I'm
legs
sure it's
and
not. I'm
left
pretty sure
arm
it's poison.
aren't the fatal wounds.
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
You're overlooking a lot of things, but you know.
Overlooked, huh?
then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
Fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is, and no matter what. Make your arguments.
Let us consider
Look
a
at all
different
that
fatal
hell I have.
wound.
Please.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
You're so lucky you saved.
It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
I agree with that.
I agree. Poison.
Poison.
I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I
Whips it out
remember
of pocket.
when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange.
Fridge.
Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Please stop it, Akane.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label.
Oh wait. Yep. No poison label. I should think carefully and try to remember. So this one's spot the detail, right? No, logic dive. Motherfucker, I like to spot the detail.
Game Grumps played it.
Yeah, Game Grumps was playing the first one, I believe. Might start on the second one by now. They started playing on the same time I did. Which I didn't even realize because I haven't watched them in a while. I just went on the channel, I'm like, oh, they're fucking watching this shit. I'm gonna die in Logic Dive.
Please don't.
Oh, I'm 100% going to die in Logic Dive. I have no health.
Oh, their episodes are like 30 minutes long, so yeah, they just finished the first one. I'm trying to find the people that I watched.
There's a gas form because...
You are so gonna die.
So scared.
Yeah. Logic Dive was kind of annoying.
It just takes so long.
You failed.
And then I die. Don't I? Yep.
We will never give up!
No, I get all my health back. I have to go back into fucking Logic Dive and start it over. Ugh. Fucking hate Logic Dive. Logic Dive is the fucking worst.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I forgot this. Someone made a fan Danganronpa game, and I think it's actually finished now.
Which one?
I think it's called, oh no, where'd it go? Like, Super Danganronpa Another.
No. There's a VR Danganronpa.
Really?
Yeah.
I just saw it. Where is it?
I know there's the Project
Eden.
Yeah.
Here
I'm
it
looking
is.
forward to that one.
It's called Super Danganronpa Another 2. And it's... There's chapter 3, chapter 4. I think it's up to chapter 4 now, yeah.
Ooh. God, I fucking hate Logic Dive.
How are you almost already dying?
That's the health I started with.
Oh.
And I'm stupid. Alright. This should be the last one. Push 2 through his nose. What the fuck? Maybe it's through his wounds? Right through his wounds. Is it through his wounds or through his nose? It was through his nose. I thought the poison could have gone through his wounds. Alright, so it's through his nose. Spin me right around. Oh, that was fucking annoying.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its vitality is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
It was hard. It was thicker than air.
I can't find it.
No, so it's fire then? Sprinkles. I was just.
I see.
Okay, I guess because it was water. I'm trying to remember what the
Sprinklers in
label actually said.
warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Cash states heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and it's suitable to hydrolysis. Supposed to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis!
Water.
The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the
I
sprinklers.
completely forgot about that.
Also,
It was diluted.
the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't
That's
affect
what
us.
I was
as
trying to get at,
understanding.
but fuck, hydrolysis
But
works too.
Nocto was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mystery has been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? What was his really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is it really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
What about poison? Then the only person left behind would be
The meat on the bone!
I see. Are you talking about the container
Great.
the poison was
Teru
kept in?
Teru.
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
It's fine.
Does that mean
fine.
someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet?
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't hurt anyone anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I wanted to rule that this Nagito's suicide, do that nobody else would get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before. Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
what's that feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it's like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane just said might be a clue. There I might be able to reach the answer. When I brought the poison, which means the only thing he used as container was
Hangman's candy? Yeah.
a fire grenade.
You would fit.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Do you need 3?
I need 2. Question. How do you spell grenade?
R.
I knew that right. I had to get. There's a different part.
E.
Thank you.
N. A. D. E.
Thank you. I'm special.
I got it!
I can spell.
I spell perfectly.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire
We
grenades.
did say they were missing.
Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That
Did he
bastard
force an accomplice
totally
without
knew
even
we were gonna
trying?
Throw those fire grenades.
Which
He was
means,
trying.
did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire
Oh.
grenade?
I meant like accomplice did it without knowing they did it.
Yes.
Yeah, that has to be it.
I swear to God, the accomplice gets killed because of this bullshit. Because
Well, I mean,
Actually,
technically, he
wait.
didn't breathe in the poison. Like, he breathed in the poison, but somebody else threw it to forcibly make him breathe it in.
which means
That means
he
that there's a
forced the
murderer.
killer.
That means there's a
When I
murderer.
first discovered those fire grenades,
I
tried
swear,
to study
who's
them a
gonna
little
die
bit,
because of this
but
bullshit? Nagato, you cunt.
The canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on.
But there
Did you
is.
say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
I hope it's
Sonia's
you.
words are proof. The poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
So your words today include. Yep.
I can prove it with this.
I can prove it with this.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's
I think
just a piece
he's
of
like keeping a
trash.
lot of them in his pockets.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
Give me a second. This.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. He also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
Oh
It's a
my.
dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died.
But somebody
In the
had
end,
to
he
throw
still
it.
fucking committed suicide.
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice.
No, it
after
means
all.
there was an accidental murderer.
See,
Which
I
means
told
manslaughter,
you.
but
The
in this, they'll
conclusion
just
is still
count
the
as
same.
murder.
Nagito committed suicide.
But
End
he-
of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
That's what I've been saying
What
this
did you
entire
say?
time.
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry. But I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
Oh, the fire unit's brought.
When we all threw the grenades.
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito,
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
Wait, now come back. We have to finish this trial.
Fucking hate this bastard. Fuck Nagato. I hate everyone who likes him.
I like Nagito. I think he's smart.
You fucking dick is what he is.
You said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide.
Well, not anymore. Catch up.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
There's no way to
Do you
know.
know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? Person try this poison.
Nagito?
Yep.
I see.
Nagito knows.
It was
No, not you.
Nagito,
Oh, he doesn't even know.
We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Nagito?
I see.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
Who's next? Set the firehouse fire?
To make someone throw the
I
poison.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap,
A trap?
preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh?
There's no way to
Could it
know.
be- Was that Nagito's trap?
God, this one's gonna be a bitch.
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he
Which means at
manipulated
least still
someone
one
else
gonna be
into
one
killing
survivor.
him?
To do that, he set a
Motherfucker.
trap to force someone to
How
kill
the
him.
fuck did it? How the fuck did we get? Oh my
The
god.
poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was
Swear
the
to God,
fire's
this was the
origin
first one,
point.
and I'm the one who gets killed because it was me.
All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but
Well, no, 'cause the
the
poison
actual cause of
acts
death could be either
instantly.
one.
Yeah.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
And there's no way to
Was
tell.
his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
Motherfucker, you cock-sucking piece of shit. I hate this guy.
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so...
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
This is gonna be another one where we have to actually leave the class trial
Hajime.
and go to the
Please.
fucking... That's right, it doesn't mean the trial's over yet, even though I don't know who killed Nagito.
I think it might be the closing argument.
I keep chips I've used. Then I have to do it. It's a spare.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright, so we're actually near the end.
And the awesome music that goes with it.
Let's see what was inside Nagito's refrigerator. Right before they switched to poison. Any place inside the break room. How did he hurt himself? Right. Start to... We'll make the spear fall. The reason you went to the warehouse was... Oh. Have to knife up with something. What is this knife up here? Restaurant. Spear dangling.
Probably the spear.
Well, no, because that's the spear's right here.
Oh.
How did he support the spear? What the fuck is it? We have a whole lot of fire grenades. Maybe sorry. Maybe it's just... No, didn't think so. Okay.
I'm telling you, it's a spear.
Yeah, I understand that, but where would the spear fucking go? Grab the knife on something. What the fuck? There we go. Found it. Where's the fucking fire grenades?
Oh, gotcha.
Alright, right before we switch the poisons.
I think the reason they went to the warehouse, yeah.
What's this? Now I pop the knife up. Oh. Maybe it was this in order to hurt himself. Yeah.
The art for the closing arguments are just so good.
I always like them. So then I put the knife up, so I don't have that yet. Let's put the spear. I'm gonna split this. Last stock. That's what we have. Ooh, this one has a
Monokuma.
spear.
Oh, the spear. I thought something like...
There's
Here's everything that happened in this case.
I
The
love the
person who
art.
actually arranged this incident was the victim,
Nagito Komaeda.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
I brought my girlfriend up.
using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
Yeah, ow.
he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally,
He was betting on his luck, I bet.
he propped the knife
So
on
that
the
would-
plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade.
Oh no, he just
He
slammed
didn't
his
just
hand
want us
onto
to
the
think he
blade.
was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity this should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way. Oh, he's motherfucking ultimate luck. Absolute hope can break through any despair, can never lose in a place like this.
And who did he want to kill?
The traitor.
That feeling of belief is
You
a part of his
no!
He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He
So
believed we'd try to
So
extinguish
his
the flame.
ultimate luck
and
banked on the fact that the traitor would throw the fire grenade to kill him.
Off the screen, me and George have been talking about Danganronpa quite a bit, and I kind of realized something when I was talking to her that I realized when we were playing it before. Future Foundation isn't the bad guys; it's the good guys, which I already knew, and I never really put two and two together. Which means, if the traitor works for Future Foundation, that means the traitor's a good guy. And I figured out, and I think I figured out who the traitor is. So I do not want this person to die. But Georgia gave me the look.
I didn't give you any look.
You gave me the look.
I said I wasn't going to say anything.
You gave me the look. Oh no.
I just helped you figure out that... Well, you figured out the luck
And he
thing on your
believed
own.
we'd fall into his trap.
Yep. Ultimate luck, which meant he killed the traitor. Which means the traitor killed him. Which means...
By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life.
And I'm pretty sure I know who the traitor is. And I'm not happy.
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
What did he believe in?
I see.
Hajime Hinata.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all that time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely gonna be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette.
Some Russian roulette.
Right? It's a game where you load one bullet. Yeah, we already know about this. We've talked about that. Yeah. Well, and he did the same thing when he first happened in the old building near the hotel. Depended on his luck and was able to clean up his duty he wanted. That's right, I just want to trust my luck. I trusted I'll be big for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck. It's not just my luck. It's my talent. It's trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know. Oh, I'm left with a red mark. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. Well, the opposite. Well, I was actually the opposite. I was lucky that I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time.
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Uh-huh.
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
I already know the answer.
The traitor.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then He relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then, what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook if you want to disarm that bomb. You have to use the traitor's student handbook. We have to find out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
And it was just Nagito said at the beginning. For it was to weed out the traitor. Just believing what Nagito said, he wouldn't have reached the engine much quicker. The reason it took so damn long was really because we didn't believe in him.
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
Well, everyone's looked in for the target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. That's way too unbelievable what actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
I'm so upset right now.
This was one of the more upsetting trials.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Damn it! Why? This is, I mean, this nonsense is, why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... up till now...
But Future
You've been
Foundation are
tricking
the
us?
bad guys!
Yeah, but they don't know that.
I
We're
know!
not tricked. After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime, can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you.
He's crying.
He loves her.
There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all, 'cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. And that's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Shut up, Monami.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
So sad. She's trying to save
Damn
her.
it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here is the only way.
This is so sad.
Hajime, you stupid face.
How the fuck do you... I'm trying to remember how you do this
Let's all
shit.
get along.
I'm gonna do it this way.
I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix. I can't
I'm not
lose.
usually your favorite time, but no,
Hajime, you
whatever.
stupid face. I won't let you. First open and mix. I'll lower your grades. Disappear. Hajime, you stupid face.
I disagree that I'm missing these.
I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face.
Damn it. I have a new
Let's all
feeling.
get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix. Chucky and I are
Monami's
best
notebook.
friends.
Mo.
SD.
This is the end.
My brain just went dumb. Like, I always go dumb with those ones.
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with a new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden.
Give me that notebook.
So we talked to everyone for the first time today. One of them showed up and things turned bad. But yeah, because a lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
That isn't Monami's notebook, is it? No, the truth is, I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just, I wanted to turn my eyes. The truth it contained. But now I clearly know. Can keep that now.
First
I
of all,
can't help but
this
know.
isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
It's Chiaki's diary! Isn't it?
And the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
You're asking the entry? I actually don't.
I think it's the final dead room.
I don't think. Okay, you're right.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
We've been in the fun house for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hazmi tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. I remember that.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the
remember
final
that
dead
part.
room, but the only one who knew that.
If I win the life-threatening game here, we would go through the octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I figured out where the exit is. I can get out with this. I can finally get out.
You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be finding over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bomb without saying a word. She came back out of her pocket. Huh? Without hesitation, swept the card reader. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Because they aren't the bad guys.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
I don't believe it either. I don't believe it, but
But then nobody will be saved.
make your argument.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Okay. I knew I might as well try it. I'm trying to think which one that
Chiaki is
was
not
be.
When we were trying to turn, didn't Chiaki use the?
If she's a traitor, there's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was me when I...
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
I know the answer. I'm not telling you.
What the fuck?
Chiaki is not the traitor.
Is this one a stupid one?
No.
When
That
we
makes
were trying
sense
to
if you
turn
think
off the
about a
bomb,
certain truth bullet.
Didn't Chiaki use the card reader right?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake. The only person who knew me when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know a whole
Really?
lot about bombs.
Oh, was that
there's no
one
way to
it?
know if it's
I
fake
thought
just by
didn't I
looking
use that
at it.
against her?
No. Because her account says that she
Yep,
was the
yep.
only one that knew, but the account was that she didn't know
I used
Monami was
Monokuma's on
off.
it. I thought I used hers. I used Monokuma's.
Me, when I tried to.
That's not it.
That's why when you like went past it, I was like, really? You just read?
That's not it. Sonya shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that!
Here we go.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonya.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor! Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
So anyway,
Even if she knew the bomb was fake,
need to see how long these things will sit here
that
for.
does not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
Okay.
If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. Kuki knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
God, this music.
I know.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagato obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs were there were all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I keep quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'll just now tell you for the first time. I was relieved.
That Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck.
What have we been doing the whole fucking game?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
Doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
God, I love his voice actor.
Oh yeah, Johnny Young Bosch, I think.
Hey,
Or does he
can you
voice
listen to
him?
me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki,
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Remember what we were discussing earlier? Or yesterday?
Which part? I was gonna hate this trial.
That you were gonna hate this trial, and in terms of what executions I think are the brutalest.
Oh no! No! It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree with this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. Most of all, I'm ashamed of my weaknesses. But even so, I have to move forward. We believe in a person who's urging us forward. Then we have to start walking. I believe with as much hope as possible is what lies ahead.
Select someone.
This is the first time we have to do this in this game.
What? Select someone?
Like actually vote.
Oh.
Even so.
We just vote yourself.
It's depressing. You have to actually vote in V3, by the way.
Oh,
For
fuck.
everyone.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna suck so bad.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you don't understand. Like, I watched her execution maybe 2 or 3 times, and, like, I couldn't watch it after that. I feel like I'm hyping this up more than it actually is, but I think it's horrible.
Man, I'm poop. Let's go ahead and announce the results. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagano Kamade's killer is Chiaki Nanami.
Chiaki Nanami.
Nanami. You serious? That was correct? The fact that Chiaki was a traitor. The fact that Nagano's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true?
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
I'm taking everyone's voices apparently. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I'm too, like, absorbed in it. Stupid. We're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
Would have been better if I could have said it sooner. Motherfucker! Sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner. But I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause
I can't betray the Future Foundation.
Can't betray?
well,
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation.
What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did, it's no different than sharing your secret yourself.
You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
well,
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions.
You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not going to answer, right? Like we ask you why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagato's plan, huh?
Like,
About that. Was that really Nagato's goal? Did you really get to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange? Strange?
So,
I mean, we nearly lost, right? You know, Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagato said he would weed out the traitor, he never say he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
You said they stopped Nagato's plan. I mean, Nagato's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Kill everyone else besides the traitor?
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all the... to form a plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay.
Okay. What?
Well,
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki.
You really are a kind-hearted person. Huh? You think so? Jeez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother. Don't you think?
They're fucking related? Oh, what the fuck? What?
Hey, come on.
Hey, don't go talking
now.
about your family all of a sudden. It's only ripping off Teruteru.
I can't lose.
Then I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else. Even if I know it's a fight I cannot win.
Hi-ya!
I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Retaliate.
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
What the hell was that?
Dragon Ball! Self-destructed?
what'd you say?
What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, died.
No, no.
I'm not dead. A new fucking one came out.
Phew.
That surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet.
That.
Hey, wait. Oh my god.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say. I'm sorry. I lose. Forgive me.
God. Goro?
Hey.
Not yet.
Seriously, stop it. You don't stop right now, it's all gonna be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course. I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my students.
I won't let you.
I will protect them with my life.
Well, not me. You.
Hey.
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh, how exciting.
How many? Not that much. Just around... Oh god, that's a lot.
10 to the power of 60. Huh? What did you say?
What?
1 million?
1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion,
we're
1
just-
quadrillion, jump ahead, 10 to the power of 52, 10 to the power of 56, and then 10 to the power of 60. That's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey.
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? Why are you doing this? My clones are continuously and endlessly being created. In my manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
What? Those are just stuffed animals.
That's right. I checked them with my own hand. They're just plushies.
Damn it.
You're just bluffing. Monomi, finish him off.
Hey,
It's just a plushie. As long as you give it Monokuma's personality. It become a fully developed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. Not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey.
Hold on. If we got magic stuff suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we don't understand this at all.
Hey.
What's going on? Don't tell me. I'm gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
And how many more Monamis are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th power? You don't have to say anything. I know. Let's see. You have 10 more left, right? I know everything. I'm the conqueror of the new world.
Okay, Death Note.
Lose.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami.
Huh?
Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
I...
But
Right?
Damn it.
what the hell is going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
Please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like...
So, I mean, there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
This is
We're in
bad.
this situation because we're caught up in the dispute between these two organizations.
Damn it!
Okay, that's it. Let's just leave it. Leave that talk for there. Because the punishment time is gonna start. Hold on, just a little more. Just a little more time. Time to wait or not to wait. That's the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. Think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have.
Not that I.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Chizaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer.
Special bleeding service.
And for Monami too.
Huh? Why, even Monami?
It's just a 2-for-1 special. You gotta go that thing anytime, ever since she's not a student. Also, I don't need anyone that can defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
Oh, also, I remember now. I'm an only
Sorry.
child.
That is...
What is that?
Hmm.
It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. And not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys,
I'm sorry about
I'm sorry about so many things.
I didn't think she was
I'm
gonna continue.
sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time. Let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
God, this sucks.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Why is this so depressing?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
This is way more depressing than I remember. fucking brutal.
Even to the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moment. Without realizing it, I'd fallen to my knees, feeling that powerlessness spread through my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. I can't even tell her thank you. Said that she would have been comforted by a little. Though, as she was executed as a traitor, she would have been comforted a little. I don't know. My chest just hurts.
I
Good
don't
gracious.
believe it!
That was such a big surprise. Mr. Chiaki, she really took the role of appointment during the class trial as did Nagato.
What?
Not only was she the traitor, she was Nagato's killer too.
Phew.
Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be more situations that we need to rely on them.
Huh?
Does that mean? Knowing Rabbit is gone as well, all the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Hey!
Seriously? We can leave this island?
I shall now present.
Congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of the Killing School trip. For you 5, you have the right. Up to now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you all for your hard work. Are you really okay with it? What do you mean? There's still 2 days left. You were acting like your usual self. You want to set things up so another killing happened right away. You're right. Stop it. What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said 5 like you were emphasizing that part. There were people more than that one, more than the remaining time. That's why you're saying it ended already, even though there are still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool! You need 6 people for volleyball. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy. I'm the enemy of the Future Foundation. So what's your true identity?
Hey,
The Future Foundation is world ender. Then I will end the new world with the Future Foundation that has created. Huh?
no,
Well,
no.
you just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. Reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's land plane will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourself just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
A new world, don't go saying shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as bonus. While you're at it, you should try and enjoy this life on the tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Monokuma's boisterous laugh carried on for what felt like forever. Questions or worries or sadness were simply ignored. The laughing just kept going forever. For what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, I wouldn't move. My body didn't even come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen. Burrowed deep into my sheets as if we were trying to hide. In doing so, I somehow tried to endure that long day. And then the sun finally set. It feels abnormally long when you spend it praying for that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. Because that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How far, how much is everything? Leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope Peaks Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we end this and turn our back on that a little bit? Not just that, is it really leaving then we were going? To Hope Peaks Academy.
So help Ray. Come on.
That was my last night at Jabber Rock Island. A place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it's about my childhood. Because of that, so to face the day with somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right. It's the last day. According to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I've never felt before. For I had never been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everything was gone. I couldn't find them anywhere. Saying to believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. What the fuck? When I left the college, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Hajime, good timing. Good timing, what do you mean?
See?
Remember? Not as we managed for behind the victory? Yeah. We're dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently there's more to the message found inside that laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until the day or so past. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it right now? You're just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it. The restaurant. What the fuck is going on? We're gonna explore what the fuck's going on next episode. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Georgia's gone. She had to go home right before the episode ended. But anyway, I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you enjoyed, why not like and subscribe button down below. It means a whole hell of a lot. It means you enjoy my shitty ass content. Next episode, we're gonna figure out what the fuck's going on. Anyway, all my social media links are ready. I already said that. Anyway, this PC signing off. Bye bye.